Hey there, BookTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you how I got all of these books for a cumulative total of $2 and how you could too. You're not going to want to miss this video. Even though I can't talk properly, you're not going to want to miss this video. Thank you for listening. This video is going to be a little bit weird because my voice is completely gone. I've been having a cold most of this week and I've been hoarse. I don't want to take medication, so I've been doing some natural remedies. I've been doing that lemon, ginger, turmeric, honey, cayenne pepper tea, and it worked. The first day I had a really bad sore throat and I did the gargle with salt water, and that totally cleared up my sore throat. And for me, that is the worst part of getting a cold. I hate when my throat is sore and just I hate that. So after I did the salt water gargle and that sore throat went away, I was like, I can deal with the rest of it. So I've been drinking this honey ginger concoction every night and every day. I made chicken soup, several batches of chicken soup, and it's made me a lot stronger to the point where this morning I even went to the gym. So I'm fine. The residual voice being gone, that's just part of the deal, and I'm fine with that. So if you're fine with it, then let's get into this book haul. I went to the Goodwill I just pass by every now and then. It's on my way to a meeting that I go to on Tuesdays. So this past Tuesday, I stopped by because I was early for my meeting, and I said, okay, let me just pass by, see if they have any books. And I found 10 books that I really wanted to take home with me. And I decided, yes, I'm gonna buy these 10 books. I figured they would cost me, some of them were hardcovers. I thought that those would be at least $2 and the paperbacks would be $1. When I went to the register, the cashier told me that all the books were 99 cents. And I was like, $10 for books? Hello? So I had all my 10 books for $10, and I think there was one there that was half price. It was 50 cents, 6. And he said, you have some rewards here, right? And I was like, rewards? Where do I get rewards from? And how do I use them? So I guess because every time I buy books, they put some rewards on this card that I didn't even remember that I had. And he checked it out, and I had $9.42 in rewards. And so after he applied my $9.42 to my bill for my 10 books was $1 and a couple of cents. I don't remember. So I was all prepared to use my debit card, and I was like, hello, I have cash. I walked out of the bookstore with 10 books for $1 and something. And these are the 10 books that I got. I got Cormac McCarthy, The Road. You might remember I had this book on my November TBR because it is a Pulitzer Prize winner. It's on my list, on my challenge list, that I want to read Pulitzer Prize books. I had a copy of this from the library, and I just returned it since I got my own copy now. So I'm really bummed that it doesn't say Pulitzer Prize winner on the top. It says national bestseller. So clearly this book was published before the Pulitzer Prize was awarded. But I'm fine with that. It's the same cover, it's the same content, it's the same everything, except it doesn't say Pulitzer Prize. That's fine by me. I got Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. I haven't read any of his books yet, but I actually got a book from him from the library sometime last week, which I haven't gotten to yet. But this is a bestseller, so New York Times bestseller says it on here. I feel like I am confident going into owning this book, especially since it cost me about 10 cents. Joel Fuhrman, he's an MD doctor, and he talks a lot about nutrition and the kinds of foods that we need to be eating for health, for optimal health. On my blog, if you ever read my blog, as a matter of fact, today I have a post up entitled Fitness Friday, or Friday Focus, or Fitness Focus. Today on my blog, I have a post up called Fitness Focus. In that post, I talk about the G-Bombs meal plan, which I've talked about several times on my blog before. Joel Fuhrman is the writer that I got the G-Bombs from: greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. Eating the foods that will give you optimal nutrition, optimal nourishment, without all the other stuff that you don't want. So really happy to find this book for $1 less 90 cents. I got this book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. I just bought my first Toni Morrison book recently, and I feel like now my library is a little bit more complete that I have a Toni Morrison and a Maya Angelou book. I bought Jhumpa Lahiri's The Namesake. I have another book by her on my TBR coming up, The Interpreter of Maladies. She won the Pulitzer Prize for that book. This is about Gogol Ganguly, and I read the book, I watched the movie, and if you haven't done either, I recommend it. I think it's a wonderful story, The Namesake. And yeah, 10 cents. A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. I have never heard of this writer or this book. This is a complete cover buy. I shouldn't say that. It is a cover buy because I love the cover. I love the little Japanese doll girl at the top. I love the picture in the middle where it says For Thee. It looks like The Big Wave, which is one of my absolute favorite pictures. And just the different like seasons, the different colors on the book. But also because this is a 2013 Man Booker Prize finalist, which tells me that it's a really good story. I feel like I don't have to know what the story is about in order to go in and just enjoy it. This one is a nonfiction by Admire 21 Ways to Double Your Value. I read a lot of nonfiction. I generally get them from the library, and then if I really like them, I go out and buy a copy. This one, I saw it, I flipped through, I kind of liked some of the things that I saw, and I said, all right, I'll read it. Besides, at the time, I thought it was $1. Now it's 10 cents. Hello. You won't believe me, but I got 1,000 Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini from my collection. I haven't read this one yet. As a matter of fact, I have another copy, but it's a paperback cover, which I was not too keen about because I have And the Mountains Echoed, which is in the same hardcover format. So when I saw this, I said, okay, I'll buy this one to replace the paperback and maybe give the paperback to someone else. This is an absolute joy to have this one in my collection. Now I can read it at my leisure. I am so looking forward to reading this book. This book is The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas B. Stanley. I already own a copy of this, and I saw it and I wanted to get it for someone. I already have a copy in my library. I'll show you right now. It's right here. They're slightly different. The Millionaire Next Door. They're slightly different, as you can see. One says bestseller and the other one does not. And the back is a little bit different because I guess this one was reprinted when it became a bestseller. This one was reprinted when it became a bestseller, so the back is a little bit different, but the content is the exact same. So I am gonna keep one, and I'm gonna do a giveaway for the other one. Maybe I'll do it on my YouTube channel, maybe I'll do it on my blog, perhaps when I do my nonfiction bookshelf tour. So if you're interested in getting this book for free, then you wanna look out for that video. Subscribe if you don't already, and look out for that video, because probably do a giveaway on my YouTube channel when I do that bookshelf tour. I bought another copy of Blink. I already owned a copy, but I lent it to a friend about 2 years ago, and I don't think he's ever going to return it because he hasn't read it yet. I don't have a problem with him taking a long time to read it because now I've bought my own copy. I'm just going to send him a message and say, you know that book that I lent you 2 years ago? You can have it. My gift to you. So I got this copy for 10 cents, so I don't care about that other copy anymore. This one's a little bit more used. It is a little older, but I don't really care about how old the book is. It's in really good condition, and it costs me 10 cents. I mean, can't complain about that, right? This is the book that cost the most. Of the 12 books that I'm showing you today, this is the book that cost the most. I bought this book in Barnes & Noble last week for $1. It was on the clearance rack, and I saw it and I said, I really like the cover. Ishmael Bey, and I saw that this was his debut novel, but that he had gone on to write another book called A Long Way Gone. And after he had written that book, and I guess it had done well, they went back and reprinted his debut novel. So, you know, I thought that that was a good sign. This is a book, I mean, it's a story that I would really like to read. It's about the Civil War in Sierra Leone. That's where Ishmael Bey is from. And, you know, I'm very interested in history. And so it would be, I think it's a really good idea to read history as it is written by people who are experiencing it. A novel that's taking place in a part of history that I'm interested in learning about, I thought that's a really good book for me to read. So I picked it up and it was $1 at Barnes and Noble. So that was my most expensive book in my haul. And there's a picture of Ishmael Bay on the back. I like that little picture. So this is a really nice cover, right? I think so. And this is my crowning jewel. This is Far Afield by Shane Mitchell. She is a chef. She's a James Beard Award. I'm not sure if she won the James Beard Award or she was just a finalist, or she is a finalist right now, but she's a chef and she's very interested in international food, the role that food plays in a culture and how culture develops around food. And she decided to take this trip around the world. She took this amazing photographer along with her. His name is James Fisher. So this book is a compendium of the places they visited, the people they met, the foods they ate, and just the experiences that they had. This is, I think, a fantastic book for like a coffee table. The pictures are amazingly beautiful. The writing is a little sparse because it's mostly pictures, but the writing is, I mean, look how many pictures are in this book. I think I like to give books for gifts, and I think that this would be a wonderful gift to give to someone for Christmas. Someone who really likes food, you know, the foodie in your life. I think that this would be a fantastic book to give to someone. It is kind of pricey. The book cost $40. The reason that is free to me is because I'm an affiliate for Blogging for Books. They send me a book and I do a review on my website and publicize it, and they send me another book. So I got this book for free because I blog for Blogging for Books, and if you're a blogger, you should definitely sign up with Blogging for Books. They're always looking for new people to do reviews. On the front of this book, look at this man with his turban and his little outfit, and then the woman, I mean, these women are really well dressed compared to this guy, right? Like, he looks like a peasant and they look like they're heading to a wedding or something. I thought that dichotomy was very interesting. And so the moment I saw this book on their website, I said, yeah, that's the next book that I want to review. And when it came in the mail yesterday, I was just so excited. When I was a kid, I had a book, it was a geography book, where they talked about the different cultures, the different peoples in different places in the world. And that is where I learned about the Maasai people in Kenya. And even living in New York now for almost 15 years, I haven't met any Kenyans who are Maasai people. But just 2 months ago when they had the Olympics, I saw a clip where they were featuring David Rudisha, who won an Olympic event in London 2012. He is from the Kenyan Maasai people, and this time, because he was running again, they were doing this video about him. And then I flipped open this book without looking at the table of contents or anything, and here are the Kenyan Maasai people, and there are just so many pictures of them. Just such a rich culture, rich history. I mean, beautiful, beautiful pictures in this book. So I'm telling you about it because if you're someone who likes to give books for gifts, then this is definitely a book that you should consider giving for a gift. And I'll put an affiliate link in my description box. So if you purchase it on Amazon, I can make a little change while you do it. I mean, yes, I got the book for free, but you know, I'm working here. So I think this is a wonderful book. I really recommend it. It is a little bit pricey. It's $40, but it's $40 well spent, I think. This is a great coffee table book. Beautiful, beautiful pictures, beautiful layout. It's heavy. I love getting books as gifts myself. And if someone had given me this book, I would be very, very thrilled. So that is my book haul. I got this book for free. This book I paid $1 for. And everything else here cost me the cumulative total of $1. So I am very excited about my book haul, and that's it. I won't buy any more books for the rest of October, promise. But you know, October ends on Monday, so after Tuesday, all bets are off. Thanks for watching my book haul. Hopefully my next video, my voice will be better and we'll do some book talk.